There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. A beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. Beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. A beautiful day.
Welcome back to the Booga Box. It is Wednesday, so we're on to Small Project Wednesday. I was going to do a Morse Rose tonight, but I decided I started working on this, and it's like I want to get this thing finished. It's going to be a necklace about 26 inches long or so, and I'm going to put the cuffs on the end, so I was like, we might as well just work on this, get it finished up. Been sitting around for a little while, started it quite a while ago. And I don't have any JPL necklaces, so I was like, well, might as well go ahead and get some made up. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. Get going here. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Hopefully you've had a good week up till now. And I do need to apologize for Monday night. The internet cut out on us Monday night. It was just a weird whole thing. I did finally get going again, but it gave me issues for a while, so I do want to say we're sorry for that. We did come back, but just had issues. So hopefully everybody's having a good night, and hopefully we don't have any more internet issues tonight. That's what we're hoping for anyway. Then a quickie for next week. We won't be here on Monday night. We're going to do our stream, our normal Monday night stream, we're going to do on Tuesday night this next week. I've got a band function on Monday night I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and postpone it out until Tuesday. And so we'll do a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. And next Wednesday is actually our giveaway night again. We're going to do probably a small keychain or something. So, nothing major or anything, but you can come check us out, see what's going on. We'll see how far we can get into this tonight. Hopefully we can get it done during the stream is what I'm hoping. But we'll see how it goes. I'd like to get it done during the stream. Finally get it done out of the way. I did get all my rings for tomorrow's project. I was hoping to have them out and kind of cleaned up already, but I haven't unboxed it yet. I got everything yesterday and haven't gotten a chance to unbox everything yet and get anything clean, so that will be my project tonight. And one reason why I'm hoping to finish this up tonight, so I can just get it on out of the way before I pull out the I don't even remember how many rings. I got 20,000 in the next inlay, but I believe I ordered around 35,000 total rings for things that I was out of, things that I was wanting to get for other projects, etc. I'm not even quite sure. I just kept going add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. So, and don't forget to give us some likes and shares out there. Let everybody know that we're up and available. If you like it anyway. It's nice even if you don't like it, right? I'm just a chain mailer trying to do my thing. And, you know, the more the merrier, but all the likes and shares and all that's good for us, so get those out there. Let everybody know you can find us on Twitch and YouTube. We stream to both those every night that we do stream. And like I said, hopefully everything's going good. So far, everything's going good, I believe. At least we're hoping. We'll see how it finishes up. We started good Monday before the collapse. Got it back, and then it was shortly after I closed down my stream. Yeah, I guess it was about an hour. It went out again for about an hour. We did have storms moving through, though, Monday night, so that could have been part of it. I'm not exactly sure, but it'll be good to maybe go this week and not have any more issues. That'd be the best thing. Alright. Started looking away from where I was. Forgot where I was in my JPL. And I'm not even sure how long this is. I started... when I started, it was about 4 inches or so earlier. Probably about 2 or 3 hours ago. And then finally, I was like, I need to put it down so I can get tonight's stream stuff going. And it's like, I'm hoping we can get it done tonight. One way or another, I'm getting it done tonight. But, like I said, if we can get it done during stream, that'd be even better. It's going to be a slider style necklace where it doesn't, you can clasp them together, or you can let the other cup is going to be the slider that can slide up and down, so you have it around your neck with it sliding through. I don't know if those actually have a name or not. It's what I wanted, what I actually had planned for this, for a necklace once I got my cuff. The cuff clasps. It's hard to say. Cuff clasps. Handcuff clasps. That's a little easier, I guess. But I've made a few before with just open ring. But I was wanting to do this, and I was like, I don't have any JPL bracelets in my event boxes, so I was like, yeah, let's just get her done. I got several bracelets though still, but none of these, and that's why I want to do the Morse Rose bracelet too. I don't have any of those, so it's not a new thing tonight, I guess, but stuff we can add to stock, which hopefully. Still waiting on the events to see if we're going to have our November event or not. Still waiting to hear. So it's starting to come up here, guys. Need to make a decision one way or the other. So I can figure out everything I need to do. If not, we'll just continue to do what we're doing. Stream as much as we can, kinda, and off we go. Tomorrow we'll start the large inlay. Next large inlay. I will be going to Thursday nights. We will be going down to just one camera view. It'll be the top view, and I'm going to be putting the wide angle lens on so that we can get more of the table, so we can see more of it at any given time. And I'll be recording all those too, like I did with the Mahomes inlay. So we're gonna go without the other cameras for Thursday nights, and whenever I'm else working on stuff too. So. When I'm working on it outside of streams, so I can record it all. Let's see, 38 meridian. So we need that one. Okay. Need behind you. Need behind you. But again, I do want to thank everybody that has dropped by, watched any of our videos. Has ever commented or, replied to anything. It's great to have y'all.
In Branson, we believe your next adventure is just
Trying
around
to
the bend.
semi got video or audio, some music going on. It's got some commercials in it right now, though. I got to still figure that part out, but I did spend a little bit of time today looking into that. There's a few things I want to do that I think would make it work better. But it's going to take me another couple days to really get in there and fidget with it and see exactly how I want it. All that good stuff. Don't want to make it too loud, but I also don't want to make it too soft where nobody can hear anything. I'll have a little better control of it once I get it put in the way I truly want. And I was trying to get to that point tonight. It's just running out of time, so it's like, oh, we'll just temporarily, this is what we're going to do. Just enough to get it to see if it would even necessarily work. And I'll watch it later and see what I think and add to it. I like making this JPL. It's a pretty simple-ish weave in a way. You know, once you get it going anyway, I guess. And then you gotta be careful because I have flipped them around and started kind of mirroring it at one point. I've done that several times before, so taking a little extra time tonight and make sure I don't end up flipping around on a ring and then start making it the wrong way again. Did that on my last bracelet. I don't want to do that again. Not necessarily hard to fix, but it was, you know, just a stupid mistake, and got used to just continuing and didn't notice it till I was done and had it laid out and was going, what? Well, I did it again. And let's see where we're at here. We're a little over 12, almost 12 and a half, 12 and a quarter, right around there. That way. Up and behind. Depends on how I start the weave. Sometimes I go behind. Other times when I start it, I'll get it going where I'm actually in the front side. It just kind of depends. It's always a little different every time I seem to do it. It's one way or the other, though, I will say that. And I just try to keep going that way, because if I flip it by accident, even though they're going the right way, then I'll forget, and that's when I'll end up flipping my rings around again. I did have, oh, what was it? A custom, but one anklet, so it was about 9.5 inches or so, and it was smaller rings than what I'm currently using. And I flipped on that thing 3 or 4 different times by the time I was done. I don't know what I was thinking when I was doing it. I think part of it was if I'd put it down and come back to it a little bit later and I'd start looking at it again roll, and I was like, okay. Thought I had it going straight again and forgot which way I was coming in at it, I guess. And that kind of screwed me up. Quick look around. Everything's looking good. Got a few viewers here and there. Let me flip this over so I can see more of that. There we go. The internets. Gotta love those internets. Yeah, it'll be good to be glad in a way to get rid of these ads that come up. I mean, they're not all that intrusive, but some of them are real loud, some of them are soft, so it's like, which one am I going to be hitting next? I'll probably test my volumes a few different times tonight and see how it works out. Different sections, I'll do them a little differently so I can listen and all that good stuff. At least we're going to watch it later. I won't have much time tonight. I will probably still play it while I'm doing my other stuff, because like I said, I've got all those rings to start cleaning on tonight. I also need to get my camera stuff ready for this weekend again, because it's a full band weekend once again. Come on, get on through there. Got another Friday night game, and it's senior night, and they're doing a glow show, so it's a full Friday night. And up early the next day, head out to Trenton. It's about an hour and a half, hour 40-minute drive. It's a little bit of a distance, but, you know, not too bad or anything. I've had some that were worse through the years. I've had 4 or 5 hour drives at times to get to a competition. But almost done, though. Almost done. This weekend, next weekend's pretty much it. And then, well, we got Monday, too, this next week. But then after that, the 23rd, 24th, I think it is. Got a football game and a spooky Saturday parade they're doing. Though they're not parading around. They just standing still and doing their thing. After that, just kind of one more thing, and that's just their band banquet. So once that's over with, marching season pretty much comes to a close. They'll have one parade in the spring they'll do, but then it's not till around March or so when they kind of get a little busier, ready for contests. So it'll just be a matter of hitting some concerts on it now and then, and they'll have a winter concert and some pre-contest concerts. I'll miss marching season though when it's done. I always get a little tired during marching season, but once it's over, it's like, oh man, I miss it. Well, that'll give me more time back into the chainmail. Open back up my Fridays, my Tuesdays, my Saturdays. Not every Saturday, not every Friday, but this year it has been a crazy October, let's say. Normally it's kind of mixed in a little bit of September, a little bit of October, and this year it was like nothing really in September, a few Friday night games, but then it just went kaboom. Every Friday and Saturday, other than one in October, we're busy. And on that one, it's still got one event still going on that day, so. But that's what happens in the band life, I guess. I haven't really listened to a lot of these songs that they got on here, but supposed to have no problem. Hopefully we don't get banned or nicked from anywhere for them, because they're supposed to be open and free. Just a little something to go on in the background. It's definitely a little different. I don't necessarily mind. It's not like what I would normally listen to, per se, but it's a little better than just hearing fan noise, I guess. Like a cooling fan, which I have several going of. Even though it actually came out pretty decent today. I think we only hit like 75. Actually going to be a little cool on Friday night. I'll probably have to wear a jacket Friday night. I think we got a high of like 58 that day, so a little warmer Saturday, but still under the 70s, so that's good parade, good marching band weather. And just good weather for me all around. It's the weather I like. So, yeah, I have to make sure too many ads, I think. It's like every song and a half or something. It's like, here's another ad, here's another ad. I guess that's what makes it free, maybe? We'll see. Like I said, I've still got some playing around to do with that. But wanted to have a little something. I probably should check this, make sure I have it flipped. I don't think I have. I haven't really put it down since we started, so that normally helps a bit. So when I put it down, wander off, come back to it later. I'll forget which way I was putting in the rings. And this is the Electric Violet is what I'm using here, 3/16 inch 16 gauge. So, quick check here, everything looking good. Where we at lengthwise? 14.5, so we still got a bit to do. Where we at we're still early in the stream, aren't we? Oh yeah, 20 minutes in, so we're doing good on that front. So we'll see how much more we can get done. Well, I don't want to get done too early. Don't have anything else necessarily planned. I guess I could unbox my rings and have an unboxing if I get done. It's the only thing I can think of I could really easily do. It would be the easiest thing to do anyway. Back behind. I remember when I first started doing the JPL. I've done some JPL 5s too. Those always give me a little more problems. 3 I've gotten pretty comfortable with. It did take me a little while to finally wrap my head around it. I know actually the very first time I made, what do they call it, fake JPL, or it was not quite there. And it took me a while to figure out, like, why is it not that? Look, okay, I finally see it. I don't know what that noise was. I don't know if it was down here or upstairs. That was weird. Okay, that music kind of went weird for a second. Sounded like something came falling down the steps over there. Cats might knock something down now. You know how cats are. They like to knock crap around. Quick looks around here. I don't know if I have any viewers tonight, but like I said, you guys don't have to make comments, but if you do, just say howdy. Just let me know you're here. It's always a good thing. I like to say hello to everybody if I can. If I know you're here, I try. And I do thank everybody again. I say that a lot, but I do appreciate everybody that's here. Or if you watch later, I like those too, because I know people who do watch us later. You don't get to watch us necessarily live, so they'll come back and watch the videos later. You can check those out on YouTube and the Facebook page. Kind of do it on Twitch too, but I think you only get about a week's worth. I pretty much got every stream still up from on YouTube and Facebook that we've done, since we've been on them all anyway. Back behind. I should put a time on this to see how long it takes me to get an inch of this done. Oh, I guess I do have it written down in my book. I just don't have my book out. I normally put it up whenever I get ready to stream, so it's not in the way. And it's like, that's got all my information. But I do want to give a shout out to Sean over at Mailworks. If you get a shot and you're watching us and want to watch some more chainmail afterwards, he's been streaming here pretty much almost every night, it seems like. He kind of starts up about when I end. He starts at 9. I normally try to end at the latest 9. Ran over a few times, but that was one of the reasons why I do that, so I can go myself and watch on stream. So check his out over at Mailworks. I've posted some links before, and just look up Mailworks, W-E-R-X, on Facebook or Twitch. You'll find him there. One night I was following him on Twitch and Facebook the same night. It's like, I got you open in stereo. One, just so I could kind of see what it looks like for the Twitch side of things. Instead of the streaming side of Twitch, which is what I'm used to. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be. That's good. This is probably I think the highest AR you can go with for JPL 3, which is 3.0. That's what these rings are here. I've made it with some smaller, and I've done it with square rings too in a smaller gauge that comes out really nice and lays well. I think with square wired rings, you don't necessarily have a AR on those, but it's probably just a snug tighter, so I'm gonna guess it's about 2.9. Still got good movement though. That's what I've done most of my bracelets out of. I guess I've done a few weaves into a wall hanging using JPL3 too. Again, square wire though. I use a lot of square wire when it comes to wall hangings, just because it kind of gives it a little extra dimension than being round. Though my jersey was made out of square, and I thoroughly glad I did. I was kind of wanting to do, I'd probably have better luck getting my square rings in the colors I need for my inlays if I would have went square, but I started off with round in the first piece, so kind of have to continue using round. I guess I could have switched a little bit, but I didn't want to make it too noticeable per se. Oh, we're on this other camera now. I gotta make sure to get a little lower and further out in front. And for me to scoot up. I almost need a little dinger that tells me when we flip screens, so I can tell where I'm at. Back behind you. Yeah, I'll bring it up out of the screen for. Other than that, it's just been kind of a getting things done around the house week for the most part. Getting things caught up since I was busy over the weekend and really didn't get a chance to do too much. And so it's time to get some of that stuff caught up. And got all that done today for the most part, so ready for this next weekend to hit and get busy again.
Movie night starts in.
That's the wrong way. I need there. Oh, what happened here?
3, 2, 1.
Cat's over there cleaning itself. Maybe. What's going on? What's going
Watch
on?
the biggest blockbusters. Chilling horror films.
Oh, now I have to look and see where I'm at here. How did I... Yeah, I screwed it up. It was bound to happen, though. It's where I got a good chunk in before I had to mess up. Okay, so there. And then there. Okay, there we go. Back up into this screen, hopefully. Facebook's got a big delay tonight. When something happens on this that I do and right in front of me and I look at the screen, I've got to wait, you know, almost 20 seconds tonight it seems like to finally get back to there. Back behind. Okay. Now we're back to normal. At least we hope so. Guess we'll find out here in a little bit when I look at it again. But I'm definitely looking forward to doing the inlay tomorrow. I mean, I did the checkerboard, or chessboard. Still need to get pictures up. I'm trying to get it cleaned up. I got my bronze cleaned up really nice, but my silver stayed dirty. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get the rest of it cleaned up, and since I have the aluminum border, I have to be a little careful in a way. So that's put a little bit of a bummer on putting that in. I should have maybe gotten some of the black and stainless or something to do my edging with, but you know, it is what it is. So hopefully I'll get pictures of it this next week. That's the plan. That's the plan. Hopefully the plan works. Oh, I got back over. Alright. Get back on the back side there. Matter of just keeping that one ring on the right side also. Just don't fall out of place till I can get this ring in, then we're good. Then I just have to worry about this ring falling out of place. Back behind. Probably need to know where we at here. Yeah, it's about a half an hour in. We'll see where we're at. Give it a quick measure here in a minute or two. Like I said, I'm going to make this about 26 inches. It'll be one of the longer ones I do. A lot of the others that I've done are more choker styled or just barely dangle. This one I wanted to have a little more meat to it. It was like, you know, I don't have a whole lot like that, so might as well give it one. And been wanting to use these handcuffs as they'll be kind of a focal point, because you'll be able to connect the cuffs together and make just one long bracelet. You can put the one cuff onto the body of the necklace and you know, let it slide up and down, so you got a necklace comes around with the thing going right through the middle and dangling. So it'll give you a couple options. And then I'm going to do a version. I'm going to I wish I could stamp these, but I can't, so I might try to do some laser etching to them, make his and hers, where they're necklaces that for both, and or hers and hers, or whatever you want, really, whatever you'd want on them. But they'll be personal to one, the other one will be a person to the other one, and they can connect the cuffs together if they wanted to, you know. Kind of like little friendship keys and hearts and all those other little things you can do like that. Kind of was what I was thinking. Alright. Back behind. Yeah. Let me do a quick measure here. We're at about 17 1/4 now, so it's definitely growing. It's a typewriter. If you're personal friends on my Facebook page, you'll see that yesterday I was posting about our mailbox had lost its stickers. The house number stickers on it, they fell off shortly after winter this last year, and I kept putting it off. And I noticed when I was checking the mail, this way, right? No. I noticed that the mail person had written on the inside of our lid to our mailbox our house number, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to just go ahead and get these numbers put up. So I went looking for my numbers. Oh, we're on the top camera now. So I went looking for the numbers, found my little, I've got this, I don't know, it's probably a 18 by 20-ish envelope, padded envelope that I've actually had for 20 plus years. Probably, well, I know it's probably closer to 30 plus years. I got most of it, the things in there. There was little sticker things, a variety of different stickers, rub-on letters, bigger numbers, bigger letters, etc. Just kind of my sticker store, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's just got a variety of different stickers that I've collected through the years. I've got VHS tape stickers, those stickers you'd put on I was concentrating too much here. On cassette tapes, there was all kinds in there. And then I ran across the practically new vintage address labels for a typewriter. So you can tell I've had them for quite a while. And I was looking at the date on them and stuff, and it was like 1982. I was like, yeah, I've had them for a while. My mom had them first. You know, back when we had a typewriter back in the day. And then I had a typewriter for a little bit before computers become the thing. Computers were just kind of coming around once I was getting out of school. Our actual school, when I graduated, had Apple IIe's. We had a computer lab that had like 10 of those in there. And that was our gist of computer work while I was in school still. We still had typewriter classes, and we probably had almost 100 typewriters in those couple rooms that were made for that. So that's what I mostly did in high school. Still had it out afterwards, and we did have a TRS-80 when I was younger. So we were getting into the computer side, but you know. And then, you know, I'm trying to think of when actually I was probably about 25ish, 26 when we got our first computer. It was an old, I want to say it was a 133 megahertz system. Basically, you just checked email on the thing. Had that for a few years, and we started getting more and more into the computer age, I guess. There there's really no point in it really up till then, I guess, too. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could do, I suppose, but not like the internet now. Almost kind of went too far in some ways. It's coming along nicely. I was worried it was going to take me forever long being further away from me here, but we're actually doing pretty good time on it. Split apart. Kind of put my finger in between where I want the next one to go so I don't have to search every time. Seems to help a little bit anyway. Constantly turning it, wants to curl up on itself. This will be something kind of fun to, I think, was it Sean was talking about one night? He's making a long piece of mail, and he's going to just do some different wrapping with it around a large round ring, like an 8-inch, 10-inch ring, and just kind of weave it in and out, and do some cool things with that. I was like, that'd be kind of fun too, just to, I think the longest piece of chainmail and smallest was full Persian. I forget the exact size, but I was using small rings for it. I ended up making that 36 inches, I think. I think that's the longest single strand that I've ever built so far. It was a custom order, so. Most time I go with 24-inch. And if I go long, that's where I would average my long. Again, most of them normally around 15, 16 inches. Sometimes a little bit smaller for a choker styled necklace. So I need to build some more of those, but those, I don't have a whole lot for event stock when it comes to those, just because they are kind of almost a little more personal, because you need to have the right size. You don't want it to be just too small where you're getting choked by a choker. But you also don't want to have too big where it wants to dangle a little bit. So those I do normally leave more on the side of custom work, so that people, get exactly what they're looking for. And I mean, I can't adjust things that we currently have, and if anything, I try to go just a bit bigger so I can. Much easier to take it apart at an event than put it together at an event. Learned that the hard way there for a while. I've still got a bunch of smaller ones that I still have to expand on occasion, but there have been some that I've sold that they fit that way, so I guess it worked out in a way. Some people just want to get it right then, and it works for them, so and they're happy with it, so I'll go with that. So it is, one weird thing about having the music is, it's nice to have it, but I'm also not used to listen to just like instrumental stuff like this. Which I don't mind, it's just different. If anything, like I said, I'm used to my Weird Al. That's what I'll listen to most time if I don't have the TV going. I'm listening, unless I'm driving in the car, I just listen to whatever the radio is playing then, but a lot of times I'm ignoring that. Just kind of, again, black background noise. Yeah, if you haven't been around enough and learned, I have speaking problems. I think it's just because I'm talking so much, and brain has got a bottleneck around the mouth. The brain's like, okay, this is what you're going to say. The mouth's like, I've already said that. No, you didn't. I just told you to say it. But, yeah. They argue a lot, too. Since I do talk to myself. Next one. Yeah, I'll have to do a count on how many rings this ends up using too. I guess I could figure it out pulling out the book, because I do have what it takes to make an inch of this. me, but still get all that organized. And I've been trying to do the web work. I'm getting some of my back end stuff done on the websites and all that, but that's always, in a way, a longer, harder part to make sure everything still works. I've been finding out that I gotta reduce all my pictures anymore. When I put them up, it seems to error out my website for some reason. My pictures are just too big for it, and I'm like, well, I want nice, good pictures, so I've been having to test and figure out what size I can go with, which, I mean, they still come out okay, but I'm used to pictures I save on my computer, normally fairly large files, and my good camera, you know, they'll take them, 6,000 by something, pixels by something else. I don't even remember what the limits are on them. But I've noticed I've got to take them down to under 2,000 wide at the bare minimum, but I've kind of set up my program now to set me up at like a 1200 by 6 whatever, 7 whatever, to give me a standard size picture. And once those are up, it seems to work just fine, but if I go larger, I start running out of memory on the shared hosting thing I've got. I'm not sure if like Etsy's and places like that have limits on sizes. I haven't really done any setup over there. I've been told I need to go set up in Etsy to sell my stuff there too. I'd get more looks, I guess. And that's probably true. A lot of people use it, but I don't know. I kind of like having my own personal site better than using another one. In a way, I can get my own options set up. They're limited on some of the things you can do. You can kind of manipulate this and that, but I've bought many things through Etsy too, so it's not a bad site. I just, they want a piece of the pie too, which just raises the prices of everything. It's like if I just do it myself, it's all within my own, other than if you use PayPal to pay me. I mean, they obviously get their little chunk of change too. But I do take checks or money orders and stuff like that through the mail. If you ever find something you want but don't want to use a PayPal or don't have PayPal, I can set up Square invoices, or we can work out sending things through the mail. I have to wait till a check clears, obviously, but I'm more than willing to do that and have done that in the past, so it all works. Whatever way you guys want to pay, I'm more than willing to work with you and try to get to it. I've had people that want something bigger, and they'll put a down payment on a piece, and once I get to a halfway point, if they want to make 4 or 5 payments, once you get to that halfway point, that's when I'll start working on it for the most part, unless it's a super custom where it's something that I couldn't necessarily sell to somebody else. But once I order the parts for it, I won't refund on any custom piece once I order the stuff needed to do it. And it's kind of a bummer, but I try to work with everybody the best I can, whatever works for you all. That's where I try to go. I'm going to take a quick gander at my length again. There's a bin. And let's go to 15 minutes and see if I can remember what we were at just a minute ago. 17.25-ish, I think, what I said. So we get done in 15 minutes worth of time. So we're going to get pretty close here pretty soon, I think. I definitely think we're probably going to get done before the stream, possibly. Be cutting it pretty close. If so, like I said, I'll just grab my box and we'll start digging into the box and see all the goodies in there. And some of if you see the colors, it might give you an idea of what tomorrow's will be, because like I said, I'm not going to say what we're working on yet. Probably going to give it about maybe 2 weeks, and then I'll kind of announce what it is if somebody hasn't already said, hey, I know what that is. And if you have watched any of our stuff before, I have talked about what I'm doing before, so you might already kind of have a little bit of a clue. Especially if you watch the early streams. That's when I was like, I need to stop talking about all this stuff that I want to do until I get to doing it. Let me give a quick check around over here. I forgot. Internet still going good. Looks like YouTube and Twitch are going well too. Excuse me. So, I'm gonna get another ring here, then maybe do a quick measurement. Holding on ring. Back behind, up above, through the circle, all that good stuff. So, let's see where we're at here. We're at 21 1/4. We couldn't have been at 17. Well, maybe it was 18. Maybe I'm just weaving that fast. I don't know. I'm a little confused now. But a JPL here, like a 3, is basically a spiral weave, but it's so tight that they lock into each other. Because if I was to go just a little bit larger AR, they would want to come out of place and spin out of place. And that's when you get the spiral. Which is, I've made several of those necklaces that are, well, I guess normally I make those about 26 inches too. But I like doing the spiral weaves, they're pretty cool. So that's basically what this is. Am I still going behind? Yeah. This song's a little louder than the others. I should give that a quick notch down. Oops, what'd I do? What happened to my sound now? I didn't like me pausing. We gotta show you a commercial first. Yeah, we'll get through that and I'll crank it back up a little. That song was just getting a little loud. That's the other thing I need to figure out, how to mellow out everything where it'll be more uniform between songs, because sometimes you get into some of those playlists and stuff at places, you'll get the extra loud song and the extra quiet song, about like the ads. Sometimes you'll get those loud ads, and other times, you know, or at least on TV. Though, like I said, I only watch TV anymore really for football games. And normally it's only the Chiefs football games anymore. Too much time being taken up with the chainmail, so the only other times I really take a break from chainmail is doing my football, watching football, and one day a week I'll give me at least a 2-hour time to do some racing, some online racing. The rest of the time